Yo, what is up, guys? It's Machado Hell back at you again with another video, and I just want to say thanks for the 20-something views. Never got that much on one thing except for that time I got featured. And I also want to make a big channel update. I'm probably going to be start cutting my audio because I'm stumbling too much and it's starting to get cringy. And yeah, let's get right into this video. I work at my local skating rink. It's a fun job, and I like the people who own it because they let me take off time for family. But my problem is not with the people who owns it. It's more of the problem with, I would say, the customers. But my job is to hand out skates. Well, I'll get to this in a later point, but sometimes the customers and the other employees, they can be really douchey at times. But my job isn't just like any other ordinary job. Like a fry cook or a cashier, you don't have to discipline people. At my job, where I work, I have to discipline people. If I see another kid tripping up another kid, I gotta go over to him and say it. And if I see two adults roughhousing, old enough to be my dad roughhousing, then I have to go discipline them. And sometimes I can really get to you because I don't like being referred to as a snitch. And when the older kids, they don't listen to you, or adults don't listen to you, you gotta go tell your boss. And I don't like going telling my boss things because sometimes he acts like it's my fault. And I don't know, that really just gets on my nerves sometimes because they refer to me as the snitch a little bit. Not the employees, the kids. And then I don't hear anything and they don't really talk to me, so I'm not, I wouldn't say the most hated, but near to it. And yeah, that's basically what I do for my job. For the most part, my customers are pretty good. I like them. They're pretty cool. They don't really talk to me, so I don't really talk to them. And then there's just some customers. Alright, well, at my skating rink, you can change skates. And with some people, they want to change out their skates 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, my previous shift, it can be so bad sometimes. We had these two little girls. Alright, one of them, I call them the leaders and then the followers. One of them would say, well, my skates are going, one's going right and one's going left. And then I'll give them a new pair. And then their friend would come up, like 5 seconds later, yo, my skate's going right and my skate's going left. And then they do this 8 or 9 times. And then the little girl goes, yeah, I've been here 8 or 9 times. I'm sorry about that. Stop coming up here. I know your skates aren't doing this because I wore those skates. You got really big feet and I could wear those. And it just gets so cringy sometimes. And there's this other type of customers. I call these certain type of customers complainers because all they do is complain. They walk up into the rink like they own the place. They find one little thing. Oh, this isn't safe, that isn't safe. You have bumps on the floor. And it just really gets on my nerves sometimes. Because when you're skating, you gotta be able to expect the bumps. It's a concrete floor. People fall out on it all of the time. It's not gonna be as smooth as butter. And like this one lady, I'll give you an example. She came into the skating rink, asked for a regular skate. She didn't like those because they don't turn. And this really aggravated me because she just did this. I think she just did it to piss me off. She got speed skates because they have like the little leaning thing. I forgot what it. Trucks. They got the little leaning things. And so she wanted those. Well, we don't put stoppers on the speed skates normally because, hell, if you're good enough to skate into speed skates, then you shouldn't need a stopper. There's other ways to stop besides that. That's what we put on the normal skates. And so I had to go grab some stoppers from back. And it just gets on my nerves sometimes. Because I gotta take that long trip. It's gonna take me 5 minutes. And while they're there, she's waiting. And I also do this thing called the floor. And that's basically where I skate around and I tell kids if they're going the right way or wrong way. And I just skate around and monitor. And it's not that smart putting me out there because I'm a 5'6" skinny little white boy. And on Saturday nights that doesn't really work well. And this really pisses me off at points because I work from 12 to 4 sometimes, and that's usually where I work for. I sometimes work for on Saturday. That's 6 to 10. And so 12 to 4 is one of those, I wouldn't say it's the hardest time. It's easy when you're in the back handing out skates. But when you're out on the floor, you get these little kids. And I tell them they're going the wrong way and they need to turn around. They say, one of them said, I know, and they walk the other direction. And they just keep on doing it. And I don't really want to give them the thing saying, oh, they're just a little kid, give them a break. No, you're 7 or 8. You should know the difference between, hey, you're going the wrong way. And that's just sometimes this gets on my nerves. But I just have to say thank you to the customers that actually respect me as a person and actually have conversation with me. Because it actually is fun getting your mind off of work and having a nice little 2 to 3 minute conversation with an employee. And yeah, I just love to say thanks for them people who don't give me a hard time at my job. But at my job, it can be so drama filled sometimes. Like, a lot of times there's so much drama going on and it's ridiculous. Like, there's like 4 kids at my job, and I'm one of them. Most of the drama goes down between the adults, like, oh, I don't like what she said and all that stuff. And I just wanted to add that in, and yeah, thanks for watching, and if you can, drop a like, and if you like my stuff, hit that subscribe button.